I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the paper press in V-Rising. So you may have seen something I saw, wrong guides, that told me it was from the research desk using paper. That is not true. I spent 3 hours getting literally every single research thing from paper, and it is not there. How to get the paper press is actually from the study using scrolls, which you can farm primarily from the Dunley farmlands. There is in here, I can't even remember what it looks like, paper press. So yeah, you can just get random books in the Dunley farmlands, combine that with also popping 75 scrolls at a time. Eventually you will get the paper press. So again, in order to farm scrolls, best way is to go to this Vampire Waygate, and then go to every place that uses scrolls. Go to this one, and then go to Dawnbreak Village, and then go to the militia camp, and then go to this militia camp, and then this militia camp, and then you're gonna go over to this one, and then over to the Mosswick Village, and then to this militia encampment, and then to this Waygate, assuming you're able to teleport with resources. Otherwise, after that, you're just gonna run back to your base wherever it is and then repeat. Or you can just like wait a day right there and then repeat it backwards or whatever. And eventually you'll get enough so you can get the paper press. And I hate to break it to you, but actually, no, I'd love to break it to you, and I could save you from wasting your time on this crap because it's really not that good. So in order to make scrolls, we need paper and gem dust, which is going to use sawdust and plant fiber, which is like, okay, scrolls, that's okay, actually. That's not totally unreasonable. That's actually somewhat reasonable. Although when you think about the quantity that you need, we need 75 times this. So we need, in order to do one research task, we need, what is that, like 850 gem dust, which is like bad to get, but not totally ridiculous if you're level 80 and getting like flawless gems. And then the paper using sawdust and plant fiber, not so bad. But once you get to the schematics, like, no chance, dude, no shot. Don't even waste your time. There are so many better ways. I'm going to make a video about schematics specifically after this, but there are so many better ways to get schematics. This is asinine. 8 scrolls, 4 spectral dust, and 24 silver ore, and you need 100 to bang out one research task. So, oh my gosh, you need 2,400 silver ore to do one research at the Atheria, whatever it's called. And then you're going to need 400 spectral dust and 800 scroll. Like, that's just ridiculous. It's not even viable, even slightly. Also, as for the recipes themselves, if you're not familiar, each one is obtained from a different V-Blood enemy. So just go over to your blood altar and scroll through until you find whichever one whichever one. There's one for paper, and then there's one for scrolls, if I can even find them in here. Okay, maybe I skipped. There's the scroll one at least. Maybe there's not one for paper. I know there's a scroll one. Actually, there's definitely not one for paper. I remember now. There's not one for just scrolls, and then there's the other one. Paper one's there by default. The other one is... Oh, here it is. Matka the Curse Weaver, which I haven't beaten yet, which is probably in the Cursed Forest. Schematic recipe. So that's how to get the schematic recipe. Oh my god, let me get out of the sun for a sec. So yeah, paper press, very disappointing. Also, in order to craft the paper press, in case you wanted to know about that, it's under refinement. It's 12 planks, 12 ingots. Copper ingots. It's nothing. It's free to make, but it's just not even slightly viable to use at all. Like, for paper, it's good. There's only one use for the paper press, actually. There's one good use for the paper press. Basically, ignore the research desk. Do not farm paper, because farm paper sucks just as bad as scrolls. Just ignore that desk entirely, and then go straight for the scrolls, get the paper press, and then make paper, because paper is reasonable. It's plant fiber and sawdust. You can farm that up in mass quantities easily. But the scrolls, not realistic at all, and the schematics just completely just stupid. It's actually just stupid to even get them. So before you waste your time grinding the paper press, just know that's the only application it's worth, is skipping paper and then making paper. But anything other than that, it's just really not practical compared to just farming books and scrolls in the appropriate area. But hopefully that helps you. Now you know how the paper press works in V-Rising.